Hello, welcome to the Work Media Internet Marketing Report. I am Jerry Work from Work Media, coming to you from my office here in beautiful downtown Dixon, Tennessee. So here's what we're going to talk about. Lately, I have been creating tremendous amounts of content. It's sort of my new strategy. It's a new old strategy because I should have been doing this the whole time, but I've recently reevaluated my whole business, how I do things, and so I'm in this new process where every day I'm trying to put out some piece of content, whether it's a video or an audio podcast or a text article or that kind of thing. Every day, and I'm not running this all through a single property. I basically have 3 websites that I'm placing this content in, and then each time I do that, I run it through LinkedIn and Facebook, and sometimes I use Twitter a little bit. I'm not a big Twitter guy. I'm sort of get into that, and I think the strategy is working. I'll give you an example. So I recently relaunched a business that some of my former partners and I had a few years back called Virtuoso Legal Marketing. Basically, it's a company that specializes in internet marketing for law firms. And we had some internal stuff, and the company folded. But I still have the domain name, and the name was still there as a business. So I've relaunched it myself. And so I built a new website for the business, virtuosolegalmarketing.com. Rebuilt it from scratch, all new content. It's a good-looking site, very slick, professional, and clearly explains what we do. And now I'm blogging on it, creating blog content. And I've started running that through LinkedIn. And just within the first couple of weeks, I heard from actually a former client of mine who I'd worked with some years ago, and he saw the Virtuoso stuff on LinkedIn and got in touch with me, and he will very likely be my first official client for the new business. So if I hadn't started all of this, if I hadn't been creating that content and running it through LinkedIn and just pushing it out there, this person never would have seen it, and we would not have made that connection. And there was another person who I have worked with some number of years ago who saw some of the other stuff, the work media stuff that I've been doing, that I've been pushing through LinkedIn, and he got in touch with me, and he's a potentially very good size client, a good revenue client. So and all of this happened. Those 2 things happened within the same week, and this is just, I've only been doing this aggressively now for probably a month. So I already have enough clear anecdotal evidence that I can see this works. Now I can't yet draw a straight line between doing this and money in my bank account, but again, I can just tell I'm getting leads, I'm getting attention, and it's all just because every day I'm creating content and pushing it out there. And getting back to Virtuoso, that brings up another point. There's an old Zig Ziglar quote, something to the effect of, "It's better to be a meaningful specific than a wandering generality." And I may not be saying that quite right, but basically what Zig was saying is you are much better off if you conduct business and target a very specific, defined market. That's what's tough about internet marketing is that every business needs to be using internet marketing. So theoretically, every business in the United States or in the whole world is a potential client for Work Media, but you can't target every business. And so the better you can define exactly who you're working with, the better. And that was one reason we started Virtuoso originally anyway, because we had a history and a good track record of working with law firms, and we knew what we were doing, and it was just a good, it made sense for us to target that market. So you should think about that for your own business. What sub-market or what more specific targeted group can you target, and how can you target that market? If you're in a professional service type industry, then definitely create content. If you can do it every day like I am, I recommend it, but do it as often as you can. Create content and push it out there, especially on LinkedIn and through your Facebook business page. Facebook has some really nice targeted advertising technologies. In fact, yesterday I wrote an article about their new in-stream video ad format, and I'm really looking forward to trying that out. But so my point is, if you can think of some way to better fine-tune exactly who you're targeting and how to target that market, I think you have a better chance of success than if you're too broad in who you're targeting or what you're doing. So that's it for today. Again, my name is Jerry Work. I invite you to check us out at workmedia.net or Nashville-SEO-company.com. We produce content like this all the time, blog posts, articles. We've got a podcast, and Work Media also does a newsletter. I invite you to visit us and sign up for our email newsletter, and every week we'll send you our top secret techniques that we use to promote our clients. We're giving away all the secrets. So we will see you next time.